Hello, wonderful people. How are you? Thank you for coming to my site today. It is my pleasure to meet with you today. If this is the first time you're coming to my site, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I would encourage you to please click that subscribe button right there so that you would get notification anytime I release new content. And if you're a returning subscriber, please, I would encourage you to also like and share these as we have always been doing. Thank you for always sharing and thank you for liking this page. The intention is for us to continue to build a community of practice centering on Agile and Scrum. With that said, let's dive into the topic of today. I've had a lot of people say that Scrum is such a boring thing to do. There is nothing really fun about Scrum. Believe me, when you understand how to facilitate, when you understand what to do to spice things up, team members would always appreciate you as a Scrum Master, as an Agile coach, um, helping them to find it very lively to come and participate in the ceremonies. Today, I'll be talking about how to make Sprint Retrospective fun, the use of games in the Sprint Retrospective ceremony. Over the years in my career as a Scrum Master, I have really find it very interesting seeing the smiles on the faces of my team members as they participate in the Sprint Retrospective. So today I will be discussing with you in terms of how you can structure your Sprint Retrospective as a Scrum Master and how your team members can attend and participate so that everybody will feel lively during the ceremony. Um, as always, please, if you have any question or there's something you're not sure of, please you go to the comment section, put in your comment there so that I can, we could make this very collaborative. And if you do agree with me at some point or totally, please also let me know what you're thinking by sharing your thoughts in the comment section. Or you could email me, as you can see on the screen. You have my email address, you have my Instagram. Please do connect with me and let's make it much more collaborative section. All right, so today is not about the content on what the Sprint Retrospective is, but just to give us a high-level overview, Sprint Retrospective is the last Scrum ceremony, right, where the team reflect on the Scrum process, not on the product. It is a reflection on the process. And in so doing, their main thoughts are towards what went well, what didn't go well, what to do next in terms of improvement action plan. The team is always deliberating, having a conversation on how they could improve on the Scrum process, not on the product. Remember, there's a difference between conversation on the product and conversation on the process. So this is a period of time where the development team is always having that conversation on the Scrum process, on how they can improve for the next sprint or next iteration. With that said, what does the sprint retrospective encourage? Or in trying to make it more lively, what is the rationale? What are you hoping to achieve by making it more lively? There are a couple of things that the sprint retrospective encourages, or there are a couple of things the use of games in the sprint retrospective session would help you as a Scrum Master to achieve. One is collaboration. You want to always make sure that your team members, or you want to keep encouraging them to collaborate. You want them to always be creative, innovative. Communication is a key thing among Scrum team. So you want them to keep talking among each other. Team members to know each other. Well, some people you might argue like, okay, we have been working as a team for over 5 years, 10 years. Okay, that's understandable. But then to know people is not just about the number of years, but also their life, how people, their working style, right? There's psychology behind that. Even though people have been working for a number of years, but there are a number of things you could discover on a day-to-day basis on understanding people's psychology. And in getting to know people, you also try to know somebody's strength and somebody's weakness. The reason behind it is so that you can really know how best to provide support when needed. There are some people that they find it difficult to open up and ask for help when they are in struggling on how to build something. So you need to understand your team members' strengths and weakness so that you can really not to take advantage of it, but to support and provide help when necessary. And the use of game is a way of relaxing, de-stressing, right? So the team has worked so tirelessly for the 2 weeks. So it's always, it's encouraging for the Scrum Master to introduce a kind of game that they could do in order to de-stress before the next sprint starts. So these are some of the rationales that I think that the use of game could be able to help you to introduce or to continue among the team members. Now, the other thing is about the other thing is the tools to use for this collaborative section. Every team, every organization can adopt different types of tools to start up or to continue this sprint retrospective. But over the years, I realized that the use of these two tools, Mural and Miro, they have been a wonderful tool to use. They're very collaborative. You can invite your team members, and then both either yourself or all of the people will be able to participate collaboratively within the section. So again, this is not content on the use of those tools. If you would want to learn how to use those tools, I would encourage you to also look up some. There are a number of YouTube contents on the use of Mural and Miro. Well, how about games? What kind of games could the Scrum team do or participate within the section? Well, there are game tools that I have used in the past, and they are wonderful tools. Fun Retrospectives is one of them. You could go to www.funretrospectives.com. All you need to do is to sign up. There are free versions and there are paid versions. So you need to just, for a start, I would encourage you to start with just for you to figure out how to use it. Sign up. You don't need to pay to sign up. All you need to do is just to sign up and you're good to go. You can play around it and see how it looks like. The other one is Easy Retro. Again, just visit easyretro.io. The other one is Metro Retro, and visit metroretro.io. The other one is Team Metro. Again, visit teammetro.com. These wonderful tools are game tools that you could use in order to make your sprint retrospective fun. Now, what are some of the games you could play? For me, there are tons and tons and tons of games I used to play with my team members. They love it. Over the years, I've seen them smile. In fact, they're always looking forward to the sprint retrospective. Okay, so there are other things you could do in order of the ceremonies in order for your team members to be eager to attend and participate. But for today, it's just for sprint retrospective, right? So the first one is the roulette ask. The other one is explorers, shoppers, vacationers, prisoners, ESVP. The other one is one word retrospective. The other one is Kahoot's game. These four, I wouldn't say that they are the top four, but I just picked them because I don't want to bore you here. But I will show you what it looks like for, at least for the roulette ask, for the Kahoot game, and then just for you to see how it looks like. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up the next board so that we can look at it together. While I'm trying to pull up my board, all I'm asking that you could always give things a trial and see how it works. There is no harm in trial. And then you can see how it looks like. So this is what Kahoot looks like. All you need to do is to go to kahoot.com. And when you sign up or when you sign in, there you can go to all you need to go is go to the Discover page. And let's say you guys want to play any kind of game. Let's say computer design. You type computer design and search. and it's going to bring up different games on computer design. Look for anyone that is free, and it has a number of questions that you should be seeing. For example, here you see 40 activities. That means it's going to be 40 questions. And how that is done is if I click on the start here, it's going to ask me to live or self-study. I'll click on live, and then it's going to ask me start live, and then it's going to spin and spin and spin, and just taking a while to build up. All you need to do is to choose um let's say 10 questions from here or 10 questions from here, or you could play all, but you don't want your team members to be feeling bored just playing game. All is why you can, let's say you choose this one. So this game is going to take a little while to come up. It's just going to ask you to do a number of things, and you just have to hang in there. What are you going to do? So it's going to load in a pin. What happens is the team members can use their mobile device to scan the QR code. As soon as they scan the QR code, or if they don't have the QR code functionality on their phone, they can put in the pin, and then they are in. And as soon as everybody is in, their names are going to display right here, and then you click the start, and you're good to go. All right. So that is about that one. So now I'm going to also share another screen for the roulette ask, so that you can really see how that also works. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. So there are different versions of the roulette ask game. This is one of those. Give me 1 second here. I need to stop the Kahoots. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for 1 second. And then, so we're back again. All you need to do is to go into word wall, and then it takes you into, or you can just go to Google and type the roulette ask, and it's going to take you to different versions. So today I'm going to show you 2 versions of the roulette ask. The first version is from the word wall. It takes you in there. All you need to do is to click the start, and you see the roulette ask. All you need to do is you can either widescreen it, or you can leave it at this. You can invite your team members to come in, or you can share your screen. All you need to do is to spin, and you wait. Boom, here you go. So what we do is just to ask team member question. For example, it says, how often do you make the bets? Right? So team members can answer, and then the next person will pass that person. If the person answers the question, then that person will pass the ball to the next person, and then you roll again. All you need to do is eliminate that is gone, and then you spin again, and we wait, and boom. Okay, this one says, how often you make breakfast? And the person will respond, and then that person will pass the ball to the next person, and after that you eliminate that particular one. It is gone, and then you spin again, and you wait. Boom, you hold on, and then it says, how often do you pay the bills? This is how you play this for this. Or if you want to play it with Fun Retrospective, you can go to funretrospectives.com, and then this is the game. All you need to do is to spin, and you hold on. Here you go. And then the question is, if you were a sense, which one would you be and why? And your team member would answer, and then if it's funny, people will laugh. If it is not, people will move on to the next person. If we have any questions, somebody can raise a concern or question. Most of the times, people are very curious about the Disney princess, right? People are like, oh, I don't want to pick the Disney princess. Oh, I want to pick the Disney princess, whichever one it is. So people are always looking forward to for that. Yeah. So that is about that. Sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen all this while. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again. So this is about the the roulette ask, all you need to do is to go to fun retrospective and then you roll it and then you wait. And here you go. If you were a city, which one would you be and why? And then the person answers and then passes it on to the next person. This is how you go and you play until members of your team, everybody participates. And yeah, there are also another version of it. If you go to Word Wall, all you need to do is to sign up for Word Wall, or you go to Google and type the roulette ask, and then you can pick either from Word Wall or from the fun retrospective. And all you need to do is to spin and you wait. Awesome. So, and then you ask, how often do you do the cooking? So, this is how you do the fun retrospective for the roulette ask. Okay. So, that is about the two games I just wanted to show you today. I mean, there are a number of other games you could play. If you have any other game that you have tried in the past, please, please, and please do share that in the comment section. I want to see what you have done in the past. I want to hear how people have engaged their team members in the sprint retrospective by introducing the game. All right. If you do have any question or concern, or you want us to collaborate, I want to build a community of practice purely on Scrum and Agile, right? So let's collaborate. If there are ways you make your retrospective or any of the Scrum ceremonies fun, please and please bring it on. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Thank you so much for coming along today. Thank you for taking your time to visit me today. And I'm looking forward to see you again next time. In the meantime, I hope you stay well. Bye for now.